Hey guys, this is Lazarus and today we'll talk about Hino and Victorino. Let me just first explain these colors to you that I've added. I've added that color scales so his highest stats and total strength is green, and weaker the stat the yellower it is. So okay, let's analyze. I don't know what to say about this team skill now. I know just a few videos ago I said that Japan 15% and non-Japan 50% are great, but now they are actually second tier behind those 20% super solidarities. And of course club won't give you those super solidarities team skills on a banner when you can actually get them 100% if you pull because of those medals. This whole anniversary is built on the fact that if you want one of those OP team skills, you must be a whale or have a ton of luck. Passive is hotline, so his stats rise 10% when selecting the next command after receiving a pass from Hino, and I'll say this right away, that's fucked up. That passive is pretty hard on a central forward, but at a guy who isn't such a potent striker, it's just ridiculous. So what's the plan? Pass the ball from Hino to this guy and dribble one time and then the second guy takes your ball, or you pass the ball with Hino to this guy and shoot on a goal with punter shoot, and by the way he doesn't come with it, or overhead kick and then goalkeeper takes that ball and puts it in his pocket, by the way, because any meta goalkeeper will easily save that. Okay, I kinda jumped over the hidden abilities because that passive makes no sense. A passive that would made much more sense is Inspire. So if you win a matchup, stats up 5 to 10% to Hino when he selects the next command. And by the way, I would replace that high ball request with high baller so that he can actually serve high balls to Hino once he buffs him with his Inspire, and that would be great because Hino is good on high balls, by the way. So, but he doesn't come with high ball special skills, so okay, I'll talk about that later. Back to Victorino. So after that I would put more stats in his dribble and pass so he becomes a better enabler, and maybe give him an S-ranked dribble and S-ranked pass, and not something he really has no benefit in because he will rarely score with it. So he basically has the passive that would make him a central forward, and he is not strong enough to be a dangerous central forward, not even close. And take into consideration again that he doesn't even come with Panther shot, but with a Panther tornado that he shoots with Hino and has a momentum of 465, so his ground shot with passive active would be close to 64k. By today's standards that's borderline pathetic, and his overhead is identical, by the way, and he isn't good or very good on high balls, so no bonus there. So I'll talk about those hidden abilities now. Hidden abilities are on the other side very good. He gives 2% to all non-Japanese players, recovery 80%, and has high ball request, so he always gets a high ball unless you pass the ball to him with a low baller. Only then it's a low ball, so be aware of that. If this guy would be very good on high balls, that would be awesome and it would make much more sense, but this doesn't make much sense, to be honest. You would have to give him an S-ranked tackle so he puts the pressure on the defenders. By the way, he's really fast, so he can do that, but his intercept is just pathetic. Even the worst of the defenders, passers, would just say fuck it and pass over him with success. That tackle is available in the shop, by the way, so that's nice, I guess. All in all, I feel like this guy would be a great addition to your team with his hidden abilities, stats up and stats down, but he would be borderline useless on the pitch because he isn't strong enough on dribble to bully tacklers, and his pass is just pathetic too, so people will just tackle the shit out of you, and that's that. Even if you pass, you will get bullied with tackles, so you will find yourself shooting to not lose the ball, and goalkeepers will just, like I said, take that shot and put it in their pocket. This guy could have been much more interesting, but he isn't. Limit break for him would be shoot, power, dribble, speed 25. Okay, so let's talk about Hino. Okay, same team skills, so I won't repeat myself. While passive is full body stand 20%, just cause his toughness, he is very much more interesting cause he receives full 6% from this new Roberto, 2% from defense Diaz, and he buffs himself 2%. So with just 2 other players, he is already on 10%. So you can buff him up like crazy. He has a skill block cancel and stats down to opponent 2%. Just like Victorino. Stats down to any opponent is obviously great. Many teams have shields today, but it can really cripple your opponent if you stack those stats down up and he doesn't have the shield. As you can see, his header is greener than his shot and volley because he is good on high balls, and that gives him additional 12.5% on stats, so it sucks that you have to remove that skill from DC Hino and give it to him. DC Hino is stronger than this guy against World Youth players with his total strength on high balls at 79k because he is a World Youth killer and has a special skill force up for high balls and low balls. But against everyone else, this guy is stronger with his full stamina though. With full stamina, he would have almost 72k on high ball and 68k on his ground shoot, and that's right there with full body stand Hyuga, because his shot has 3 blowaways, and remember what I said about blowaways, that always give you a chance to score even when you are overpowered by the keeper. So if you buff him up nicely, which you can, this guy can be a great scorer on the ground and on his high ball while being not so interesting on his volley, at least not by today's standards. His dribble is pretty respectable, and since you can buy it right now in the medal shop, you can dribble one defender and still have your passive fully activated for your ground shot. At his defensive skills, he is pathetic, but to be fair, he isn't designed to do that. So I talked about full body stand and how I like to use it. Don't waste your energy on defensive skills and just let it be. Save your stamina, win this guy, and he will return the favor occasionally. I'm not saying he doesn't have better alternatives, especially today in those new Super Solidarities mixed teams, but for most players, this guy will be golden. So because he needs Hyuga for his main shot, which he comes with, you would use him in that Super Solidarity Agility Japan team with new Hyuga, because he has toughness non-Japan bond, and you would then consider Blue Roberto because he gives 4% to all Japan players too, and here is where the problem starts to rise. You need 3 red non-Japan players and 1 of them would be a blue Latin America, so you can basically mix this red Latin with blue Japan and put that Blue Roberto in as an 11th player. I mean, you could give him that double speed, double whatever with 475, but his shot with 475 would drop to 66k. Yeah, with this shot he is 68, so that's pretty stronger. We can talk about these team builds now, especially now for hours, so I'll just skip on that. I'll leave that to you. I believe that you know the best if this guy will make your team stronger. Limit break would be shoot, power, dribble and speed 25, just like Victorino. Okay, so let's spend a couple of minutes talking about the banner. Obviously a banner where you pick the player you want, if you don't get him after 7 spins and 5 daily singles, I believe, is great. You need 355 dream balls for this guy, and I'd say that's totally worth it. Every banner where you can pick the player you want, there's no compete with that. Very rarely in this game you will decide your fate and what team you will use, because this game picks it for you. So when this opportunity comes and you need that player, take it. Especially if you base your team around toughness and toughness Latin American players. Good luck to everyone who will pull, that you get him in the first spin, and that's it. Come hang out at our Reddit, Captain Tsubasa DT. If you like this video, like it. If you didn't like it, fuck it, right? Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in a couple of days on the analysis for that Genzo, who comes on that bullshit paid banner, so we'll talk about that, and yeah, take care, bye.